And it's really nice. I think a lot of people would have just gone for the Brom, and then that would have been a problem. I think or Sandbox rather also acknowledges that, because why else would Effort hover that? He's like, I know what you're gonna do, but I can't actually do it. So
yeah,
he's gonna go for it. And Team Nongshim, so bit of split prio everywhere around the map. Also expect Croco on his C's. However, he should not face check that rush.
Yeah, and he's just concussive blow to death. I mean, there's no escape. Oh, okay. He's actually going to flash away, which does force the flash out of Rich. And now Summit's in an awkward spot. He's going to die as well. This is not the early game Live Sandbox we're looking for. As Summit just surviving for a while, they're going to give that kill over to Gory, and
then it's fine, right? You can get away with it. But in this scenario, the beautiful positioning from Cal. Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, that makes it a little bit less egregious. However, Summit, though, should never attempt to go for this save. It's understandable, you know, trying to want to save your laner, but Croco is just gone. And you gotta let him be.
See the little Yordle fall from the sky while this is all happening. Poor Rumble. Croco just walking by, floating by. Effort is here in the mid lane, and potentially some action now in the South River. As Gory's getting some damage done there. We got a trade up in the top side too. Rich gonna knock him away, but does have his flash available again. Will flash the Heartbreaker, but in goes Summit, lands the stun, and that will be the solo kill for the...
Yes, we'd like them to see there's a reason why this champion has so much pressure, but with that Empowered Shock Blast missing, Summit just immediately recognizing the opening that he has available to him. Also knows I am very close to level 6. Hits one minion, gets the Heartbreaker in, and with the ward also knows for certain can go for that flash play. And these are exactly the type of kills that I think, and Croco's positioning, I think we might see that very, very soon. Valdez.
He needed to leave like 20 seconds ago. Look at this dominance just in the face of Rich. They didn't even need that, but just to make sure. And that's going to be the turret most likely going down with 3 guys up here. The Rift Herald available. You can just sit on this turret and have a blast on top of the kill that they already got here.
And it's a textbook play from the Sandbox, because what they do here, they read so well. You can go for this because you know Gory doesn't have teleport and Peanut is on the bot side of the map. That Drake felt really nice, but give it...
no. Oh, he's just going to straight up face check it, and they were waiting as the Heartbreaker comes over the wall, and they'll only get the ultimate away from Summit, so that's about that.
Very nice Heartbreaker. Happy about that one, and... yeah, the setup is actually pretty good. It goes down relatively quickly, and if you give up Gory for this, you're completely fine.
Gory's like, I'll distract him. I'll just run into there.
They know.
They know now. Is it on time, though? I think it is. Croco's here in position. The equalizer, though, is not, as the stun comes down out of range, and that's going to be the Baron for 1. And it's the Braum. It's not even the Akali. That is a big win for Nongshim, as maybe they can back and even get here on time for the next Dragon towards Nongshim, as we'll take another look here at the Baron setup.
And Gory staying alive for as long as he was is really nice. I think a bit premature by Croco. If you have that ultimate available, you'd be fine. Also, they have vision here.
He gets locked up.
Yeah.
Actually, by the Chains of Corruption, I think. It bounces to Croco, so 1-800-GORY, and I'll be right there in the fight. They didn't need to call him this time around, as he's actually going in. He's looking for the potential kill, at least threatening it here, because I believe he was in his shroud there. And just backing away now is the team of Nongshim.
Both teams kind of want to go for it. A lot of ultimates have been used on either side. Moonfall still available, as is the Dominus. And Croco is getting close to getting his online again. Has the ultimate Hunter, I assume. Yes. Which would mean that they can probably still contest here. Nongshim also wanting to. This might be a blowout fight for either side here, Valdez.
Rich is in a bit of an awkward spot. He's not grouped up with his team right now, but if it ever goes in their favor, it's going to be pretty nice for him on the flank, as trying to zone them away now with the equalizer is going to be good, as now Gory trying to start the fight, trying to frontline here, but this Renekton is pretty huge. The stopwatch helping out as well. Summit coming in from behind, but they're not looking for the fight. This is going to go the way of Nongshim now, as Jace comes in, picks up a double kill, nearly able to land that shuriken as well.
Because if you give up the Baron here, obviously not the greatest trade, just for soul point, but it is an important catch there. If, and that's a big if, they can stop them from actually taking this Baron.
Okay, they're able to get some vision now. The equalizer's down again. And they're really relying on Prince to do the heavy-duty poking here. Only Kellen's going to get in there, and there's the root, and here is the turn. Two of them immediately go down. As now we're looking for more. Krako has to flash, but you're not getting away from Gory's Akali as the Baron goes down, and so will Krako. And Nongshim take a giant leap in the lead in this game.
And it's an understandable attempt from Liv Sandbox there to try, and it's a very slow game. And they went from taking no kills basically the entire game to winning back-to-back fights. And yes, the pickup here is nice. And I understand their instinct to go in here, but with all the stopwatches available and the immediate exhaust that comes down on Summit, he can't really get anything done. And the ultimate from effort isn't available there, right? He used it at the very end basically to try and kite away, and that's so unfortunate, because if that's not the case, they might be fine, as Prince getting caught here is the real kick, because look at how much damage he does to Callan the moment the Unbreakable is down. As wow, Doctor, that is a beautiful ultimate.
Max
well
range.
Picture in picture, some action going on there.
Yeah, does look like nobody did actually go down, but they're trying to hold on to their turret now. And this is rough. We talked about Varus Jace from ahead. Effort, he's playing Leona. He wants to press his buttons. He wants to press his R and go in on somebody, but he hasn't really been able to do so much this game. As Gory on the Akali, he's just going 1v3 casually. He still has his Shroud up here, as now the entire team is just going to rotate over. That's a perfect shock blast onto Prince, and I think this game is about to end, Chronicler.
Yeah, Bina has flash available as well, can go really deep on Prince if he tries to go for a Hail Mary play. Summit just needs to go out defensively. There's nothing that he can actually do, and with the gold lead now, 10k just so cleanly played out from Nongshim. Don't think they can even clear the wave. If they want to go for this, they can.
Oh boy, they're really struggling with this one, as now we get the engage on the Summit. He's gonna go down. Fate as well will meet the same fate, and Prince and Krako, they just need to back away unless they die. The Nexus goes down at 34 minutes, as that was a clean win from
That's about right. It feels like Nongshim's defensive positioning never really allowed Sandbox to get the scrappy kind of games you're looking for with a composition like this. And then once we reached the mid-game, it was before Prince actually gets to take over games, because that was just not really ever a possibility.
No.
And just in the right spot for Nongshim. Give a couple of Drake, give up Heralds, who cares? If you're the one picking up the turrets, you're the one picking up the kills.
Look at the 27.
And the disengage for Nongshim's comp is just revolting.
It's pretty disgusting. Yeah. And if it's perfect alongside the Varus Braum lane you have in the bottom side. Now, this does mean Rich is playing Aurelia, and he has played one game of Aurelia. He has a win on.
Rumble comes to mind, as well as, again, we saw how well Callum was able to kind of navigate and set up those fights. But then
going straight up the lane here, looking for something, but actually just coming in to clear the wave as fast as possible. Definitely another option. Try to get him a chance, but actually the Q will land on Gory, but they don't have vision on the other side of that brush, so Krako says, no thank you. I would not like to just jump straight into that with that one, but Peanut now on vision, going to be spotted. And just going to throw a Flame Spitter here, as we have a lot of action there, but also in the top side, Rich is getting into it. He's got a lot of minions, flashes away, but he still doesn't have enough damage, as the 2v2 in the mid lane is going the way of Krako and Fate. Fate will flash in and pick up that kill, nearly able to link up onto Gory. That's a couple of kills straight into the pockets of Liv Sandbox.
You're just going to get clobbered, as they do. This is it should be surprising, but it isn't, as Rich misses his stun and tanks a turret hit.
And
nice.
Flashes.
Yeah, I mean, that's nice. If you don't take the turret and you flash there, you probably win the fight. And this is no. No. Really well played by Kroko and Fade here as well. Kroko with the ward up to really set them up, meaning that Fade gets the easiest kill of his life. And as Gory knows.
What? I think he must have seen him walk into that brush. I'm like, Wait, how did he do that? As now we got the equalizer and then Harpoon and Kroko. He doesn't have any way to get away with that. No flash, no ward hop, no nothing. He just straight up dies. And that's a kill and double buff to Gory, who picks up Ignite. And now he's getting to work there on the mid lane. This might be a kill, as the one more auto would do it. And there it is. Even uses his Ignite just to make sure. And that's just another kill, straight onto Fate.
Can't afford it, because Nongshim, you know, will just outskill you in terms of performance. And this is nice on vision, so it's not as insane as it initially looks. But yeah, just leave. And I think there's a fake sense of security here. Because his bot side is rotating, right? Like, they're on their way. This, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's one Ignite. Nice.
I got him. The second he lands the bubble, he's like, yeah, I got him. And that one's pretty obvious. But the fact that he knows to just walk up there with the Ignite and Fate does not respect it. So we see the bottom lane trade as well. That does come in here. Really nice damage done, but nobody dies. Bunch of summoners taken away. Well, really just the cleanse from Prince, as now we got some fighting over this first Rift Herald. Might not be as cut and dry as the first game. So now we got Everfrost as well. As a change of corruption onto Fate gets him really low, as now trying to get some damage onto Kellen, who's not quite level 6 here, but he does have a door to hold up. As Effort goes in, and he nearly goes down, as the equalizer will take him out, and now it's Rich's time to shine. Hop straight in there. No hope for the rest to live sandboxes. Everybody is just on the run. Kellen trying to snipe there with the Glacial Fissure. Not gonna happen. Kroko goes in just to die, and Summit is trying to get the resets here, but the stopwatch is gonna save Kellen, and they just add a couple more kills into the pockets of Nongshim on top of the Rift Heralds.
It's an understandable force, I think, by Liv Sandbox. You recognize that you have this strong early game composition, that you want to go in for the fights. But then Fate gets completely chunked out, right? You're funneling into a choke point, into a Brom, and a Rumble. You can't do that. It's just not an option. Effort tries to get the engage, and then maybe if you already get out of there, you'll be fine. Summit can't really join the fight ever. Kroko still looking for an opportunity, but he's on vision, so his attempt to try and get this re-engage going doesn't work out. And if there's no vision there, and this is what really makes Nongshim so good in my opinion, is like, if there's no vision there, that might work, right? Because like what they try to do is set up resets for Summit, and you can actually win those. Like, we all know what Viego can do.
Corey.
Yep.
Running straight into them when your Silas is already injured was not the play, and it's definitely going to bite them here, as they're trying to fight now once again, but they can't even kill the Braum, as Kroko is just going to get laughed at. The exhaust immediately goes down onto him. As you can see what Prince is trying to do on the Jhin, but from this far behind, he doesn't even have an item at this point. It's pretty rough for them to even secure the red buff, or to even consider it as a possibility at this point.
As it turns out, Fate is generally as egregious as this, but Kroko is a jungler that went behind. Can have a tough time, however, if he can get kills.
Well, this is one way to do it. Nice stun, but it doesn't matter because, well, there's 3 of them. And this is happening while the dragon is going down. Nobody's on the top side of the map here for Nongshim to save his life.
Oh, no.
Wait, you don't want to watch this replay?
Look at how little damage is done just because of the Unbreakable.
It's Braum with exhaust from ahead. What are you going to do?
As little as Rich is able to do hit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, you know, if game number 1... Oh.
Uh-oh. They're going to get the knock up here, as Duckdom is just walking past the turret. The Deadly Flourish didn't even get off. It's like, well, okay. Now we're just diving 3v1 here onto the Jhin, who's kind of left alone. No flash on Prince right now, so pretty unfortunate positioning there. Only a 2-1 series. It could absolutely be close, as we're getting another one-on-one here. Rich having a bit better of a time, as Summit is trying to just kite it out here and get the Heartbreaker, but it is not going to happen, as he did not have that Heartbreaker. Rich identifies the situation. Summit's getting very aggressive, and it's not working out.
In game number 2, they just get out-executed.
Save as easy GG.
Yeah.
Easy clap, easy win. And yeah, trying to get on top of Gory now.
Like this
is a big shutdown. 800 gold into the pockets, and now they're going to fight Navarez. This is what you can do. Kellen's like, guys, I'm trying to help you out here. There's not much I can do, though, as they find a lucky blast plant to get them out of danger. As now, somehow, that stun is going to miss. And the second Rift Herald will go into the pockets of Live Sandbox. They're not 100% back into the game, but that's one way to try to get back in.
So, if you find a random Zoe lying around, then fighting is definitely the way to go.
딴 거 같은데?
I think I got him.
이 사람 탐욕이었어.
I think he said this guy got greedy, something like that, to that extent. I got the confirmation from production. There we go.
If Rich doesn't cancel his back there, I think he's fine. So Rich, like, nah, I got a piece out. Maybe
Rich is actually the 5-head on the team. He's like, no, you know what? Actually, you're dead. Like, I'm getting out of here. Like, if I stay, I'm dead too. Like, I already saw it. Just gonna get started here onto the Drake, surrounding like piranhas. Is Live Sandbox. Effort misses entirely, but still Peanut has to flash out of the pit here. Decent amount of damage coming out from the backside from Prince, but still more poke damage being done here from Nongshim and their gold lead. The amount of poke that they do have right now. Waiting for that second equalizer here as Fate just gonna steal that Vanguard's edge. Not going to amount to too much. Live Sandbox just trying to open up more space, trying to take down this dragon. As Effort once again on the backside. Knows that they saw him. As the kick comes in, they're going to finish that off. And with 1 health, they're going to be able to take it down. And now Live Sandbox won't pull the trigger. As in goes this gigantic Viego. Summit able to pick up a couple. As now Rich is on the run. And everything has fallen apart here for Nongshim. Live Sandbox. What a comeback.
That's so big, because that might actually lead into a Baron as well, with everyone taken down and the amount of damage that they have available. I think they can go for it, and this is a similar swing to what Nongshim was able to find in this game initially.
Up on the top right side, as you can see, but he is on vision here.
Oh, they want to go for it.
Okay, here comes Effort. Here we go once again into that back line. A bit of damage goes down, but it's not a ton. It's just used to zone them away. And now Nongshim are the ones that want to fight. The Chains of Corruption will come down as Krako will be the sacrifice. Can they get any more is the question. The Stu Mountain Drakes is big for the side of Sandbox Summit. Look at him. He's getting in there. He's looking for the resets, but he's all alone now. A bunch of his teammates trying to come in, but the damage is just barely going to be enough coming out of the Rumble as they will shut down Summit finally at the end of that fight.
Really good body blocking by Nongshim there as they're able
on its head right now. I mean, Nongshim are on the bottom, Live Sandbox are on the top, and now we're trying to just turn things around here. Live Sandbox again, still have the positioning on the Drake. As Krako is just kind of in no man's land. I think they just barely saw him there.
Oh, they hit Effort there. Not able to actually follow up though. That would have been really big. Getting him out of the fight is huge.
The poke that's coming out from the tin. Look at Gory. He has to zone this very early on. Nice follow-up engage comes out from Effort as he will have someone to jump to. And now Summit's looking for the kills. Down will go Effort, yes, but Summit is so scary on the backside. He will have to Heartbreaker away. This Dragon's still available now.
Health bars are full for Nongshim. They keep going.
Prince. He's kind of like the turret in the backside. He's being so annoying as now we got a teleport coming back from Summit. And again,
these fights.
Yeah, Summit full health now. It's going to make things much easier, but Nongshim aren't giving up just yet. As in they will go, the route down onto the top side of Nongshim. The damage is coming out from Prince as Fate will buy a lot of time. But now Rich finds the big Vanguard's edge. He's trying to do the damage, but he can't quite, and he has to go into the Zonyas. This is all going to be up to Duck Dom and up to Peanut to try to salvage this, but they cannot, as Live Sandbox will shut it down and take everybody on the side of Nongshim down. 1 second on the death timer of Zoe, but it still counts. It's an ace for Live Sandbox.
Oh, these fights, Valdez. And there's also the opportunity for you to just end the game on this push, in which case you will be fine as well. And after this flank. And yes, he dies eventually, but it just buys the space for Summit, right? And once Summit starts getting resets, him and Fate can split up the fights, it becomes so much harder to play out. The teleport still being available as well means that Summit goes back, has full health here, and yeah, then Fate just goes in. Take special note of what Croco does here.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then he gets the kick. I mean, he denies so much damage in this fight. It's ridiculous.
Was insane. Because he picks up another kill, right? And then Prince, Summit, they just need to kite back, which they are.
By the way, Rich gonna get here a little bit late, and Fate's like, yeah, you want to go? I'm better, Aurelia.
Oh my god, the damage he does.
All right, let's see, though, the one-on-one here. The Everfrost comes in, and now the follow-up from Duckdom, but also from Prince.
Oh!
He's gonna one-shot him!
Really nicely done there. Rich, I think had flash at that point available as well. I didn't expect that 4th shot to kill him.
Yeah.
I don't think he did either, but 4-item Jhin at this point in the game, sure. Maybe not as much consistent DPS, but those final shots really hurt, and Nongshim
Collected him.
I don't know about this one!
Yeah, Peanut, I don't know. This is not an opportunity for you to try to take this dragon down. If you were going to try to take this game, you probably needed another 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh no!
And that's going to do it. Poor Braum. He's going to be left out to die. Who's going to take the kill? It will be Summit, of course, trying to secure that POG that he already got from everybody who will vote. And that's going to be Live Sandbox, bringing us to a game number 3 from extremely far behind. I mean, it was 5,000 gold 15 minutes into the game. I was already thinking this one was over, but no. We will get gifted. We will be blessed with yet another game of Live Sandbox against Nongshim. Down will go the turrets, and down will go the Nexus. We will get into a final game here.
It's just beautiful. And it also shows us that, yes, Nongshim's comp, they got ahead really early, but Zoe and Varus comps are very reliant on execution. And we saw there in the couple of Drake fights, the execution just wasn't up to par. Didn't work out.
Yeah. Wasn't it
Wow.
that time around? 27.6 thousand damage here for Summit on Viego.
That's insane.
Just really shows, I mean, you were talking about execution base. I mean, the amount of angles he was able to find. And all it took...
Amount of range. And should be able to deal really well. Also has some wave clear builds in, which means that the Ezreal Karma shove is not going to be as overwhelming as it might otherwise be. So, loving both of these drafts, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, let's get another game and reconfirm that for you guys. Just to make 100% sure.
Some games you hit all the hooks, some games, and this seems to be one of them. It's not working out quite well.
I think he backed. He didn't back. Kellen, he has his flash, but he's actually looking to turn it onto effort here. A lot of damage coming out from Duckdom. The Q will go down, and the teleport now from Gory is in effect. He lands it onto Prince as the equalizer goes in totally white, but actually ends up working out in the end. As
which always feels very unfair to me. Because as you point out, it's a really nice bait with the lack of vision that is available here. But Kalin is able to sidestep the hook, doesn't walk into the chompers, and then because he doesn't die and the teleport comes in, Prince and Croco are just completely forced. Gory with the blind chains as well. And then Prince just gets knocked right on top.
Well, we'll see if they take that advice as they're trying to deny the eye at least. It's a lot of damage coming out from Croco, and he actually does get the kill, but now we have Peanut looking to get the resets, but doesn't have much help from his team. As he will be taken out, at least he will be able to pick up the eye, though, and pick up a kill.
Outside of that, he's basically stuck underneath his turret, giving everything up.
You can see the play here that Croco actually does a huge amount of damage on the Rich, and then Peanut's like, well, gotta make something happen.
It was a 2-for-1 trade, actually. Forgot about the kill that was found earlier on Rich.
Yes, only can blame it on luck, of course. As Summit, he's about to get lucky here. Not actually, he's just actually looking for the solo kill, and there will be. The flash comes forward, and he picks that one up in the solo kill. And it's not only him, it's also Fate, who's just ridiculously ahead in the mid lane. As we'll take another look at this.
탑 사운드.
We're fighting.
탑 잡았어.
Got him. That really does feel like the trap card, except it's not really a trap card. It was face up, right? It's like, okay, this is my card I'm going to use to kill you with, by the way. Live Sandbox were like, okay, as the play is going to miss, and this time, okay, the hook is going to land, so we'll give you the flay. At least you get the death sentence.
Redemption hook.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Finally hit
It's something.
Nicely done.
It's our fighting simulator game. Oh, Gory.
It's a nice amount of damage. The culling is here as well, and Gory doesn't really have any escape. He just walks in a straight line. No dash available, no flash, nothing he can do. That's a nice setup this time from Krako. He knows where his bread is buttered. He's like, hey, why don't I go down onto the flash list?
As it went, the play gold isn't that big of a difference. Do we have to revisit this? It's okay. It's the start of the redemption arc. Yeah, you know, he's been through like the whole training montage. We've had the tragic backstory. We've hit all the story beats that we needed to. This one, it's very straightforward.
E를 썼구나.
You used your E.
And for Nongshim fans, I'd also be moderately worried as Rich needs to just immediately flash.
Yeah, you can see this duo coming together again. They're like, well, if we land a slow, or maybe we don't even need a slow, look at the damage! What is that? What? He even flashed before, and so there's no escape for the chase, and that's all you gotta do. It's now Duck Dom. You know, we're trying to get the highlight reels. It's like Fate against Duck Dom, but so far, Fate is definitely winning.
Shiradias, by the way, and
yeah,
I really think you need that item to actually get something going, as not sure about this one.
Equalizer not going to do too much either, as Gnar ultimate is taken. An effort to immediately, like, let's get out of here. Mantra Inspire, this is what you were talking about. Just running at the enemy, trying to poke them down. And Live Sandbox, at least, they are able to evacuate, but you can see, got to start getting to work, as they'll see that. Yep. Summit, he doesn't have it. Guess who does have the Gnar ultimate? It's Gory. And so, you see the Equalizer going to be used to try to zone them away, but this Viego is so annoying in the backline. Peanut in the pit, they can't deny it, but still, the smite will go the way of Live Sandbox. Krako's able to secure that one. Duck Dom trying to get the damage down, but he's just going to get blown up. And there goes your win condition without the Ezreal. Here comes the excited Jinx. And Live Sandbox are now on the forefront. They're trying to get as much damage done as possible. They pick up the Mountain Drake, but what's next?
Summit?
Ooh, not quite. Karma's pretty good. We'll keep them alive.
Know how many like on-stage games they've done this, but you see they go with the ebb and flow.
Whoa.
As that is a lot of damage that comes through, but Turret's still going to go down.
Oh, trying to make the play here is Gory, and now he's going to be rooted down. He has to go into his stopwatch. Big Equalizer follow-up, as now Summit is going to be the better Gnar, and this might just be it. Everybody is falling one by one. Duck Dom still alive. Has to go over the wall and then back again with the flash. But even that won't be enough, as he will actually stay alive, but the teleport is coming in, and that's enough for Live Sandbox to continue the push now.
Never thought the LCK would resemble a Jane Austen novel, but it looks like the Romantics might be going for the big win here, Valdez. They're pushing through.
They're going for it. And they were so close to losing in game 2, but they did not give up. Now they're trying to make this siege happen, but Kellen and Duck Dom still available, and with Peanut here, they will back away. The dragon about to spawn, and so they say, well, we should respect that. If we all die here and they get a dragon, anything could happen.
It's a point.
Live Sandbox are at a point where it's like, either we make the move or we die. And they're going to make the move. They say, okay, let's do Baron. And maybe we can try to turn it.
Oh my god!
But, Peanut's just going to walk by here. As you can see, the damage comes out. It just blows up, and the steal comes through. Peanut picks up the objective, and now Duck Dom's on a hunt. Good work, good work. That's okay. Equalizer used, and no push will come in. The Shock Blast once again. The poke is here. You can see they're trying to get away. No hook. And now Peanut's on the chase, and we got Duck Dom coming in as well. The turn will push them away. So we have Gnar stolen. Gory is looking for the angle, always hanging around this right side. Nice amount of poke here from Duck Dom and Rich as well. Prince trying to do his part before the fight even begins. His fate goes in and he nearly blows him up, but it's not quite enough. Some more poke goes down onto Duck Dom, and with the Equalizer, it's enough to take down the turret. As Prince, he's going to get stunned into the wall. They're going to take down his GA, but his Is it enough? Is it enough? It's a question. As Summit is trying to get that engage on the backside, he's doing so much, but down he will go. And now the turn comes in from Nongshim as they're trying to get this kill onto whoever that is. But no, it will be the Lucian going down as the GA is popped, and so is his life. And Nongshim are looking for more. They need more kills to take down the game as the equalizer will be taken. Krako's trying to save Prince's life and buy some time, and yes, he will. Meanwhile, they've got to go back home and stop the base from dying. Liv Sandbox are really trying to next level this, but Krako might just die. Teleport's coming in. They're trying to get the stun onto him, but down will go Rich. He gets isolated. I think he got a little bit excited here as he's on the toppers, and down he goes. And that's it. Gory's going to look for the huge setup, though, and it might just be enough. He picks off 2, and now Duck Dom and Peanut are in the back line, but Meganar coming in. Fate's going to go down. Can Summit 1v3? It doesn't look like it as he's trying desperately to take them all down. He's going to land a stun, and he might be able to... No, he won't. The Ezreal will take him down. As GA is here, he's buying time. And keep in mind, we got the Viego going back trying to push the wave. They want to try to push mid and end. But, okay, but...
They're there!
They're there! Okay, wait.
No way.
Krako?
God.
But can you...
He doesn't have flash. He can't go in.
You kind of have to, though, right? You have to try to get in. Yes! He gets the Elder! Unbelievable! He keeps the game alive! And Elder is so huge at 55 minutes into the game.
What is this game? How does he get it?
I mean, that was like 30 health. I don't know. The Liv Sandbox romantic dream, it comes back again. They get another steal. And with Elder, you feel so confident to just go, right?
They should.
Because the burn and the execute is just, it's so huge. And you have Meganar.
Yes, flash. They're playing respectfully.
You can see they're not confident to push it just yet. They're waiting for the wave. They're up against Baron empowered minions as well.
It's so hard to push. They've lost Meganar.
Okay, that's going to be a huge amount of burn damage on to Kellen. They got the Elder, and that's going to be the inhibitor going down. The culling doesn't do much, but he pushes forward. Nearly takes out Peanut, and look at how low this building is, this turret. Won't go down, but the 2 inhibitors will. And Liv Sandbox with Elder.
Oh, Prince is low.
They're just trying to make it happen. The culling comes out here. Gory gets very close to the Meganar. He will be okay, though. As you can see, Liv Sandbox are just waiting for any opportunity.
Look at the topside wave. It's going to be 2 supers if it doesn't get pushed fast enough.
It's a nice amount of poke that's coming out here. Another equalizer. Feels like it's 10-second cooldowns. As the big wave is coming in. Baron empowered. It's only on the 1 cannon. They're trying to go for the end. They can't quite know. They're just trying to zone them away. Prince, he gets 1 auto, he gets 2. And the burn is coming in, but Gory, he's able to get a couple, but the damage on the Nexus is too much, and Liv Sandbox will finally take the game. You're watching on your phone.
This was, we have another best of 3.
Yeah, I know. Like, this was like, we could wrap it up here.
Thank you guys, I'm Jason. And I'll be covering the POD interview joined by Summit Krako after a fierce series with Nongshim Radforce. It was a series, and you guys broke your 5-match losing streak up against Nongshim Radforce. How are you feeling? Feels awesome. You know, we've been defeating the strong teams. And Krako, how are you feeling? In the spring split, you know, when I was playing against Peanut, I got my Baron stolen by him. So I'm glad that I was able to, you know, get my revenge with the Elder Dragon. Now I think it's an even trade. We had a lot of objective steals today. Yeah, tell us about it. I think I got so lucky, and my teammates were, you know, keeping their mental fortitude and keeping me cheered up. Summit, Liv Sandbox, with this victory, have 99% to make it to the playoffs. It's a bit different from the spring split. How are you guys able to step up so much after the previous season? I think everyone stepped up in terms of the individual mechanics, and also that allowed us to play better and have better atmosphere. And I heard the Louis, your pet, has been doing a lot of work with your mental fortitude, right? I mean, yeah, he or she has been doing a fantastic work. Summit, last time around, in the first round robin, you guys lost after getting the game 1 victory. So how were you guys able to make the opposite story, coming back from behind? You know, the longer the game gets, you know, in a very late game, you know, you also need some luck, and you have to stay focused. And we're able to put everything down together and grab the victory. I think we had a lot of solo kills up in the top lane. Is there any highlight you want to kind of mention? Bring it up. In game 3? Or game 2? When I got my first solo kill on Irelia. You know, Irelia actually got 1 turret shot, so I was able to capitalize on that. Yeah, the moment she queued in to get rid of the minion wave, you were able to punish that overextension. Not only that, Zoe had a solid kind of pressure and priority in game number 2, but you were able to get the solo kill and turn the tide around. Yeah, I got the Sleepy Trouble bubble, and then I kind of neutralized it with my ultimate and turned it into a kill, and then I also won the mind game and dodged the Varus ult as well. Did you have the prediction of the potential location of the opponent? Not really, because our team was so behind. I was the one who got fed, so I had to take the risky play, you know, to get the reward and come back online. And a question about Nar. Nar actually had a slump in the LCK. He was 0-6 these days, but you were able to break the losing streak. Why is Nar failing so bad these days? I'm an average, you know, player. You know, Nar is a bit weak in the early game, but my teammates are actually doing a fantastic work to hit the late game power spike. Speaking of teammates, you know, Croco, game 3 was actually, you know, it was just chaotic. You know, you guys had the lead, and then Dongshim was so strong, you couldn't really get through them. So how did you kind of cope with the entire situation? I did, you know, focus on, you know, covering Summit, you know, protecting him, and also our bottom duo had some rough time. But we all together, you know, stayed strong in order to play out this kind of a long game. I guess Croco focused on the powerhouse of the Live Sandbox in game 3. And then the Elder still. That was so epic. So here's a replay. Effort actually placed that ward prior to this team fight. Effort and Prince had the information that Nongshim started the Elder, but they actually didn't secure and clear the vision. So we placed the ward, and then I saw the angle to steal that away. So I told Effort, don't show yourself out of the brush, just stay there and throw me the lantern. It was the episode 2 of Trust Me for this time. What did Effort say? He was like, I'll trust you. Did Fate say no? At first, he was like, let's not do this, please. And then we saw the opening, and he was like, yeah, we should throw a shot. Yeah, the setup with one ward in the pit and hiding in the brush was so on point. You kept getting that back-to-back skill in game 3. What did you feel at the moment you stole that away? You know, I was like, this is sink or swim moment for me. If we steal it, we win. if we can't, we'll lose. And also because my teammates trusted me and supported me, I was able to secure that. Leap Sandbox is extending the winning streak instead to number 4, and your next opponent will be Hana Life Esports. We have been continuing a winning streak against the stronger teams. I hope we can prepare well for the upcoming match and continue our streak. Somehow, we are getting the winning streak with 2 and 1 victories. But next time around, I hope we can get a cleaner score and performance. This will be the end of the interview from Summit Krakow, and I'm going to pass it back to our casters. Thank you.